When will the court typically give someone full custody? My name is Akiva Goldman. I'm the director of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today, we're going to continue our video series, which is designed to educate and inform the public. So please subscribe to our channel. So when will the courts typically give full custody? Well, you got to remember one thing. The court, right off the bat, all things being equal, is probably going to lean toward a joint situation. The parents have been parenting together. They've been doing it sort of either in tandem or coterminous, and the court's likely to let that go on unless there's a reason to give one person full custody and one person not. So when is the reason why the court will do that? Well, number one, what is the court really looking at? What's in the best interest of the children? And to that effect, the court might analyze, well, what's the level of parental fitness we got going on here? If the court finds that one parent is particularly fit because they are a responsible adult, they have a home, they work, they do everything the way they're supposed to do it, and the other parent is, for example, homeless, the other person does not work, the other person does not work and is homeless because they're a drug addict and alcoholic, you can already see that the fitness of the parents is going to weigh into that decision. A history of abuse or neglect, for example, will also be a reason why the court might say, you know what, we want to give the full direction of the children to this person in the way of custody because they're safer there. It's a more healthy environment. And on the other side, we have an environment of abuse and neglect. So you can already see why the court might do that. A lot of people wonder, well, what if the children prefer one parent over another? Is that a reason to give full custody? And I will tell you that really the express preference of a child of appropriate age is relevant to the overall analysis, but it does not carry the day any more so than you would allow your child to decide, do they go to school today or not? You have to understand that the court will look at the express preference and the court will probably go into why that is. But you have to understand with kids, a lot of time the preference lies not because this is the better parent that's going to do a better job in healthy nurturing of the child. A lot of times the child will have a preference because this parent has no rules. This one's running Disneyland. The other one's running a police state with rules and structure. And they don't like that because they're teenagers. So you can understand why the fact of the preference, when you get into why, the court may say, wait a minute, I get the preference, but it's not going to balance out. A lot of times children's preference can be bought. You know, they go to one parent and the parent's promising them, stay with me. If you're here with me for 2 years, when you turn 16, I'll buy you a car. That's not a reason to say, oh, well, because the child wants it, we're going to do the custody that way. Because once the court gets into it and the court realizes that there's a little bit of an incentive program going on there, the court may feel that while that's always good to strive to give your kids stuff, it's not necessarily the reason why the court should grant a legal status to one person in the way of custody more so than another. If you have any questions about your particular situation, of course, reach out. I'd help you out.